Hi friends, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.
And so I'd like to welcome you. We're not going to hold you very long. We're just going to hold you for enough time so that you can roll right into our quick brunch/lunch. We have a really good group here, so we're going to ask you to give them your support and your undivided attention. We clear? And if not, I'm going to have them throw you out.
All right.
Officer Turner?
Sir.
All present accounted for?
Sir, Charlie Group, all present accounted for, sir.
Start your march.
Sir, sir.
We're going to ask you to all stand, please. Now we're going to have our Pledge of Allegiance. By the collective next round.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Through the perilous
Main seats ready. Seat.
Are they outstanding? Give them a round of applause. They're outstanding. Your children, your nieces, your nephews, your loved ones, they are outstanding. To welcome you all, but also to recognize those who helped to make this possible. And of course, our dignitaries as well. I'm hoping not to leave anyone out, but if I do so, please understand that it was my sight. I'm getting old. Okay. So first of all, I'd like to thank our chief, Michael Kelly, Jersey Police Department Chief. None of this could have happened without his support. These officers, they're his officers. He gave us the time, the ability to get this done. And I'll note that this is this is the Charlie group, so this is the third group that we've had. And so I really appreciate you and thank you for Chief for allowing us to get this done. We also have my very good friend also, Deputy Chief Daniel Saletti, who is the Commander of Support Services, who was kind enough to come and actually speak with the recruits. And I thank you for being here also. I believe it's your day off. Thank you very much, sir. So I used to be a police officer. I was a detective before moving on to become a director, and I worked under this excellent person, this great supervisor in the Special Investigations Unit, and he is none other than Captain Ray Ortiz. We have with us also none other than the Under Sheriff Francine Shelton from the Hudson County Sheriff's Office. Accompanying her is Detective Tori Carter. And Jersey City is really unique. We have a police chaplaincy program here in this great city where we have ministers from all different faiths of life come together and share experiences. And we make sure that we're available for not just the police, but also for the community. And that is supervised by none other than Paul Bellenmeyer. Paul, and so I thought this would be very difficult because the next individual is extremely busy, but she found the time to be here with us to celebrate your children and your loved ones. She is none other than Stacy Flanagan. She is the Director of Health and Human Services in Jersey City. Thank you for being my friend. We also have Troy Mack. Dr. Mack has been here with our children all week. And this young man, he's phenomenal. He also works with Stacy Flanagan. And thank you very much, Dr. Troy Mack. So none other than, we have Jason Allen from Black and Blue. This young man comes from New York. And he's also, shout out, eat all you want to eat. He paid for the food today. So we thank you. And to the assistant next to you as well, I'm sorry your name escapes me, but Kiana, we thank you for being here. We have Vanessa Lamboy, who's the South District Community Relations and Liaison individual. So Vanessa was kind enough to come in and not just speak with our cadets, but she made them lunch. She got on the grill and made them hot dogs, and so we appreciate you, Regina, for that. And she didn't charge us either. And next to her is Sergeant Carla Espinal, soon to be Lieutenant. Carla has been with us for 2 years. It started last year and this year, and she spoke at all 3 academies, actually last year as well. Carla's with the prosecutor's office, so if you would just stand and let us recognize you also. And of course, the right and the left hand. So we have Officer Adrian Morel, who is here. She's one of our trainers, and she's ready to start with us. Moses Mendoza, who is there, who's our senior here. And let us not, did you hear the sound when these young men walked in, these young ladies walked in? Fearful, right? It was like, yo, who is coming? Well, that's Officer Turner's work there. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's see that we had a late come up, but I'm so happy that they're here because only yesterday I reached out and I said, I need some support guys coming out, support our youth. And they both said we'll be there. So we have Tamika McReynolds here in the back. She's our team magazine coordinator. And standing next to her, we have Artie Williams, who is our director of revenue. And we are in this building, last but not least, we are in this building making all kinds of noise, causing all kinds of havoc, throwing people out of their rooms, taking over space, and that is done with the assistance of Florence Holmes. And so, she said anything for your children, and so we thank you and we thank your staff. Also, Ronnie, if you would just stand, where's our martial arts guy? Ronnie took our kids, and they were downstairs, he and his granddaughter, they had them for martial arts instructions, and he does an awesome job 2 years in a row. We thank you and we appreciate you. So I hope that did not forgive anybody. If I did, I apologize. I'll get to you later. Now we're going to have the recruits are going to come up and just share some of their experiences. I'm going to ask Officer Morel if she would assist me with this part.
Good morning. My name is Cadet Ashley number 1. What I enjoyed about the Junior Police Academy is how the police officers that work with us showed us about teamwork, discipline, and integrity. If one falls down, then we all fall down. If one makes a mistake, then we all pay the price. We are all a team. We move as a team, work as a team, and think as a team. I came to this academy to learn about discipline. I learned many more things like teamwork and leadership. I want to say thank you to Dr. Troy Mack for preparing us for this day, teaching us life lessons. I want to say thank you to Officer Morel, Officer Mendoza, and Officer Turner for taking their time out of their day to teach us about being police officers. Lastly, I want to give a special thank you to Director Snelling for putting the police academy together. Without him, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be where we're at today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cadet Sierra. My experience at the Junior Police Academy was different than I ever thought. I thought it was easy, but I was wrong. It's hard, and it takes self-control, discipline, and teamwork so we can complete the challenge. I've tried to work as hard as I can for my team, and my team works extremely hard to help me. Being in this program has taught me to work with more than one person, because two heads are better than one. I learned from Officer Morel, Officer Turner, and Officer Mendoza to work as a team and not as one. I would like to thank you for the experience and your time in teaching us. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cadet Isaac. And to start off with, I want to thank all my instructors for making me a new person. They broke my shell, made me feel good about myself. They also broke the orders. They made me do things I never thought I could do. So, in the beginning of the academy, I was struggling because I was doing the exercises. I didn't want to let my team down. And then my eyes finally opened, and I learned to work in a team. I finally understood what the phrase means. A good cadet is a thinking cadet.
Good morning. Hi, my name is Cadet Anaya. The experience I had in the Junior Police Academy was amazing. It was actually a dream of mine since last summer to join the Junior Police Academy. I didn't exactly think that the academy was challenging, but I was wrong. The instructors was teaching us about self-control and discipline, which I need to better myself in the future. In the Junior Police Academy, everybody was one, so if one messed up, we all messed up, which taught me not to be selfish. It also taught me don't break people down when they're trying their best. It's all about motivation and helping each other. Integrity was one of the most important things in discipline, which I have learned from PT, physical training. I joined the academy because I wanted to learn more discipline, also to stay organized with everything I do. It was more of a dream than a reason for me to join, so that I can get on the right track on becoming a police officer. Just like Officer Morel Turner Mendoza taught me was that it's mind over matter, and you can do anything you set your mind to. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Cadet Tyrone. My experience at the Junior Police Academy wasn't what I thought it was. Not saying it was bad, but it was and is a memorable experience. This will always be a part of my life, trying to academically. The program taught me a lot, such as working well, even under pressure, and how to adapt in certain situations. The program taught me also how to have a positive mindset and always have a goal in life. They also taught me that structure, discipline, and teamwork get you through everyday life. We entered as cadets, today we will leave as leaders. I'm thankful for this program. Thank you also for Officer Turner, and Officer
I'll have you know that each and every one of these individuals that spoke volunteered to speak. And like they said, they overcome. And so we appreciate them, and we appreciate their struggle. The key is to know that in life you're not alone. So we're going to ask if Undersheriff Francine Shelton will come and share a few words of wisdom.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank, as I look out into this audience, all the parents, the friends, the relatives, our honored guests that we have here, but most of all, the stars that are sitting here in front of everyone, because what they have been achieving, what they have taught, and what they have learned is something that is phenomenal. And I hope and I know just from looking at them, and I see the intelligence and the strength in their faces, that they will take this into their life and continue to proceed up the ladder of law enforcement, which is a phenomenal line of work. And I thank every single one of you for participating during the summer, taking time out of the summer, which would be vacation, in order to do what you do and learn what you have learned from your phenomenal instructors and trainers. So I think first of all, I'd like to give everyone here a hand, as well as the parents and those that have been supporting their children, their loved ones as well. I am born and raised in Jersey City. I have been in law enforcement since 1980. I love what I do. At one point in my life, I wanted to be a school teacher. But as you see, I came very far from there. Exactly. I am one of 13 children. I am the first in my family to graduate from college. And I thank God every single day that I open my eyes and I am able to say He has allowed me another day on this earth. Law enforcement, as things have come, is a very, very important line of work. And again, I am so proud and honored to see every single one of these young men and women here. If you take with you throughout your life everything that you have learned during your training, you will do only one thing: continue up and prosper. So I give my honorable thanks to you, each and every one of you, and I wish you the best of luck, because you are our future, and I see so much prospect in each and every one of you. Thank you, and congratulations, everyone.
I would also like to apologize. One of the first people here was Pamela Johnson, who is the coordinator and president, founder of the Anti-Violence Coalition movement here in Jersey City. I called her yesterday and she said, "My brother, I'll be there." And so, Pam, I didn't forget you. I was looking for you and I didn't see you, but I see you standing now. So please give Pam a round of applause. She is very active in our community. We need more activists like you to do what you do. You ever hear that saying that says that you are judged by the company that you keep? And I constantly tell our cadets, tell my children, or the ones that would listen, that you are judged by the company that you keep. And so I'm honored to say that I'm in good company.
All right.
I'm in good company. And that having been said, I want to introduce someone to speak briefly, and he's also going to introduce our keynote speaker. Again, I'm in good company. I like Chief Kelly, he's my friend. And Ray Ortiz, he was my boss, but he's still my friend. Even though he's no longer my supervisor, he's my friend. And so whatever these gentlemen need from me, you will always get. And I'm gonna, Monday, start writing some more grants to do more work in our community. That other chick ain't got nothing on me. Let's say her names. They share the same title. Anyway, so the company that you keep is where I was going. So my very good friend here, when I was younger, we didn't have a program. We didn't have this program, but we had something very similar to it. We had the PAL, which I'm hoping to get back running again with some assistance from the chief. We had the Police Explorer program, and in that program, I met this young man. I really can't say enough about him. Cops always say, this is my brother, this is my sister. But he is really my brother. Thank you. He is really my brother from another mother. And it's really unique because this young man grew up down Marion. That should tell you something right there, right? You're shaking your head, That means he's slightly lighter than I am. He grew up down Marion. I grew up right here in Greenville, Myrtle Avenue. I went to Snyder and he went to Dickinson. But instantly we clashed and wound up in the same programs in school. And although he was at Dickinson and I was at Snyder, we were in the police and fire science program. I was in his wedding party, he was in my wedding party. I just can't say enough great things about him, but he is my brother, and every time I call him, he's always there. I think the only place that he has, or only time that he has failed was when he was tutoring me to become sergeant. Maybe it's because I didn't listen. But he is a deputy chief, he's a young man, and cares about this community. He's always there. So when I asked him to come and speak, he said, absolutely, I'm there. And I'm hoping that out of this relationship here, one or two of you or all of you will stay connected so that you can move forward in life knowing that you have a friend, knowing that you are not alone, and you will be judged by the company that you keep. So ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for Daniel Soletti.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not only my pleasure to be here, but it's my obligation to be here, and I'll explain to you why. I had the pleasure of meeting your fine young men and women earlier this week, and I could not tell you how impressed I was by their seriousness, by their demeanor, by their military bearing, by their willingness to exhibit respect and attention to anyone who spoke. And I was so impressed, and for a little bit, I looked back and I saw a little bit of me and a little bit of Rudy, because there's no doubt if this program did exist when we were their age, we would absolutely have been the first and second young men to sign up. We were very, very lucky to have taken advantage of the PAL Explorer program not far from here on Old Bergen Road, and later on the Police and Fire Science program that took us through the Police Academy and Fire Academy while we attended the city's public high schools. And I could say without a doubt that those encounters with law enforcement officers early on in our lives absolutely changed the direction of our life. And if we were headed off into the wrong path, or friends of ours were headed off into the wrong path, it very quickly got us focused and got us in the direction that we needed to be to accomplish this goal. And it's had an impact on my family and on Rudy's family and on my children and on Rudy's children. And that's why it's my obligation to come here and to pay it forward. I look at these young men and women, and I know that they gave up a good part of their summer to be here and to spend time with the officers. And like I said, their military bearing was so impressive when they got here. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say they probably were not like that when they got here, but they're there now. And I know they're proud, and I can tell by looking at their wide smiling faces. Wait a minute, let's see if you did your job. Cadets, ready? Yes, sir. Smile. It's okay, you're graduating. This is a happy event. Well, I'm telling you, you are going to see a difference in them, not only when they walk out today, but going forward. They have the ability to get serious and take care of business. And history tells us, and we know this because we've lived it, history tells us that some of these young men and women will go into a future in public service. Some of these young men and women will choose law enforcement to do their public service, and those who do will rise to the top and be leaders, because they're leaders now, and you should be proud of them. Some of them may choose a different path and not go into law enforcement or the fire service or teaching or some sort of public service. That does not mean they wasted one moment of their time here, because they built relationships here with law enforcement, and we in the Jersey City Police take that very seriously. We take it very seriously, and we work every day to make opportunities to have positive interactions with people of all ages. And when we can start meeting young folks and let them know that we're here to help and we're here to show them the way and give them some guidance, that is incredibly valuable. And I want to thank the officers that spent time with them. They do it from their heart. But I have to say that no matter how dedicated they are, and no matter how talented they are, nothing that the officers were able to accomplish while they were in this program can even come to match the support that you as moms and dads and brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts have given them and will continue to give them, because that is 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and I have to let you know it does make a difference. Okay, so give yourselves a round of applause. September 1st, I've been in law enforcement exactly 28 and a half years, and I've had the pleasure of working for many different bosses and many different leaders. And the difference between a boss who tells you what to do and a leader who shows you what to do is embodied right here in my current chief, Mike Kelly. He is, without a doubt, the most community engaged, the most genuine, and the most energetic chief that I've ever had the pleasure to work with, and we're lucky to have him in the Jersey City Police Department. Please welcome Chief Michael Kelly.
Come on, y'all. Let me stand up and give a round of applause. Come on, this is important. He's here with your kids. This is important. He's not behind the desk. He's here to honor your kids. Give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am your commanding officer, not those folks. So, here's an order from me, at ease. At ease. You know what that means? At ease. Relax. Relax. You tell police officers, at ease. At ease. Take your hands off your... Relax and smile. Okay. Wow, I don't even know what to say, except that before I get to the folks that are behind me, I am so impressed with the officers from the Jersey City Police Department, Sheriff's Office, and everybody that participated in the training of these young people behind me. There's always a decision that has to be made with respect to taking police officers off the street and putting them into a program. You guys think this was worth it? Yes. Let's give the police officers a hand. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And let me just point out a couple folks that are here. Where's Pamela? Where are you, Pamela? She left, right? She got her kudos and left. You know, the Anti-Violence Coalition, you folks that are out there, you adults, what a great organization to join. They do a lot in partnership with the police department, and because of their partnership with us, crime is way, way down. So, Pamela, you're going to hear this from somebody else. Thank you very much. When I took over the West District as the commander of the West District, one of the first people I ran into was our community leader, and she happens to be here today. And again, things don't get done without community leaders. And Ms. Florence Johnson, you are the best. Thank you very much. All right, so let me say this to you, okay? I was a young kid once. Once I was a young kid. And when I was a young kid, I was going down the wrong road. I was on the wrong path. I did not have this type of program to get involved in, to understand what it was like to be part of a team. What I did have was I had a good mom and I had a good dad. And so you moms and dads are out there, you aunts and uncles out there, you grandmas and granddads out there, you can make a difference and make sure the path is the right one. So keep doing what you're doing, because these folks look like they're on the right path. So let's give them a hand, please. So I'm going to give you some real talk now, okay? First of all, nothing great was ever done without enthusiasm. And you can see the enthusiasm today from the police officers and the children that are behind me. But beyond that, teamwork. Teamwork, I learned a long time ago. Teamwork, you guys all mentioned teamwork that came up here. Teamwork is the essence of life. You see, teamwork, if you have nothing to celebrate with somebody else, it's probably not worth it. Teamwork is what it's all about. If you've learned the value of teamwork, then boy, these cops have really done a great job. Because in the police world, we do nothing without teamwork. So teamwork was a great message that was brought here today. Now let me tell you a couple things about what we teach our cops. And I'm sure you've heard the same thing. You're never too old to hear about integrity. I heard the word integrity behind me. We have cops that are working for 30 years. We still teach them the value of integrity. And we basically give them 4 questions. Before you guys do anything, we want you to ask yourself, 1, is this the right thing to do? Yep. All of our police officers have to ask that question of themselves. Is this the right thing to do? What I'm about to do, is this the right thing? 2, is this moral? Is this the moral thing to do? For us, is this legal? Legal, moral. 3, is this the right thing for the Jersey City Police Department? We want our cops to ask that question. And number 4, is this the right thing for the community? And if our police officers can answer all 4 of those questions, the answer to them is very simple. The Chief of Police has your back. The Chief of Police has your back if you said yes to all those questions. Is this the right thing to do? Is this moral? Legal? Is this right for the Jersey City Police Department? And is this right for the community of Jersey City? If you answer yes to those 4 questions, you're doing the right thing. And the police chief has your back. Because I want all of our police officers to know that we support them when they do the right thing. When you do the right thing, you're going to have the support of the folks that love you. Well, they're always going to support you, but they want you to do the right thing. And the second thing I want to share with you that we still talk to every single police officer about, that has 30 years old, 55-year-old men and women, we still talk to them about what's important to being a good cop. We still want to have that conversation. You see, you don't just drift in life. You have to be brought back to what made you very good. And so we talk to them about what makes a good cop. Be humble. You see, when you're part of a team, it's a team effort. Everybody shares in the goodwill. Everybody shares in the deed. Be humble. Don't be a big shot. Don't boast. Just be part of a good team. Be humble. 2, be helpful. Isn't it nice when police officers are helpful? Be helpful. Just be kind and be helpful. We really want our folks to just treat people like they want to be treated. We want all our police officers to be helpful, to be respectful, to have the community love them, to have the community trust them. You have to earn that. If you're going to be helpful, you have to practice that every single day. So be humble, be helpful, and finally we tell all our police officers what? Be honest. Be honest. Because without honesty, you see, that's really all you have. Mom and dad, or whoever is caring for you, they gave you some gifts. And one of them is a name. And that name that you share with the loved ones that you have is really about honesty, honest efforts. And so we tell our cops, from the very first that they start in the police department, be humble, be honest, be helpful. And if you do that, what they call you is the highest praise that any police officer can get. If you can just be humble, helpful, and honest, they're going to call you a good cop. And that's about as high as it gets. And all the folks that you see around me today, they're good cops. And those are the models that we want our young people to have today. So we wish you luck. We hope that we continue on your journey. It doesn't end here. We want you to find the police officer, the firefighters. We want you to engage those folks. We want you to be friends for life. And we want to be your friend for life too. So, God bless everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Junior. Also just walked in was Larry Appleson from Senator Cunningham's office. We thank you for coming and joining us. So now we're going to get to the part you guys came for other than the food, the certificates. So we're going to ask if the chief, if we could just get you to stand here for a few minutes. Chief Saletti and Under Sheriff, if you would stand along with Dr. Mack while they receive their diplomas, certificates, and Officer Morrell is going to call off their names. And if I can get you two officers to come over and sit over here.
Cadet Darston. Cadet Justina. Cadet Jeremiah. You could clap, they earned this.
I'm trying to bully my nephew.
Cadet Isaac.
Chief, Cadet Nia says she wants to work for emergency services.
everybody to take their seats. I put something quick together for the cadets as a gift. So if you could just bear with me for a few minutes, it's not going to be long.
So while Adrian Morell is setting up, we're going to have the sergeant just say a few brief words. As you can see, we have a large contingency of Hispanic and Spanish-speaking individuals here.
Buenos días. Solamente me pidieron de decirles bienvenidos a los padres hispanos que tal vez no pudieron entender todo lo que han hablado aquí hoy. Estoy muy privilegiada de estar aquí hoy con todos ustedes. Le agradecemos a todos los padres. Solo para darles un poco de resumen de la gente, lo que dijeron aquí, es que obviamente los estudiantes aquí que son de familias hispanas también hicieron mucho trabajo, están muy orgullosos de ellos y queremos que ustedes entiendan que eso es mucho también en la casa. Los padres, los abuelos, cualquier influencia que tienen en la casa es muy importante porque el trabajo que nosotros hacemos aquí es solamente unas semanas, pero ustedes lo tienen todos los días, 365 días al año y es muy importante la influencia de la casa. Aquí lo que los oficiales han hecho es un trabajo realmente formidable, pero también tiene que seguir en casa. Ahora ellos van a ir a la casa, tienen que ustedes seguir el valor de disciplina, de que ellos son un equipo y de que sean humildes, honestos y que sigan adelante con todos los sueños. No tienen que ser específicamente ser oficiales, pero en cualquier carrera que ellos escogen, tiene que ser eso muy importante. La honestidad, la integridad, es muy importante que se empiece en casa. Así que ustedes son los primeros que le dan la influencia a ellos. Ellos ojalá estén cambiados para mejor con la disciplina que han recibido en este programa. En realidad ha sido mi privilegio enseñarles a ellos. Estoy muy impresionada porque todos son muy inteligentes, están muy dedicados y ojalá este programa les haya enseñado para seguir el camino correcto que tienen que seguir. Muchísimas gracias a todos por estar aquí, por todo el apoyo que ustedes están dando a estos estudiantes y que ojalá el programa haya sido muy bueno y propicio para todos. Muchas gracias.
So we're going to have a little quick PowerPoint presentation for you just so you can see what some of these cadets experienced. I didn't tell you to hit the lights yet, but that's okay. Adrian, we all right with that?
Before we go, before we get this presentation, let's give a big hand for Ray. Come on. Come on. From the police department last month. We lost a great person, but all you folks gained a great person. So thank you very much.
As you were.
Are you guys ready for number 18?
Yes, ma'am!
Can you hear me?
I
Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click on the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload another video.